You want to reduce some temptations of flooring it. How's it going, guys? We're gonna jump into this video. We're gonna make it short and simple. We're going over some quick tips on how you can get better fuel consumption out of a gas burning V8, like this old school Ford Explorer right here. We're gonna use this Ford Explorer for an example, 2002. It doesn't have any gas saving technology like newer advanced engines does today, and this is just a basic 5-speed, so fuel economy on the highway probably only gonna get 19 at the most. That's what I've been averaging, maybe 12 or 14 in the city. But suppose you're the average person, you don't want to trade your car in for a newer car and spend that 40 grand or 50 grand for a used car with 30,000 miles on it. You just want to hold on to what you got and just go with the gas prices and deal with $5 a gallon. Well, here's some tips you can do to help get through that. Your gas filled all the way. Here's why I say this. It's cheaper to keep a gas tank filled than it is to fill it up from E. Now, the way I like to do it, I like to top off every other day, and I spend maybe about $20 at the most just to keep my gas tank filled up all the way. Reason being is, if this gas hand go below half, it's going to be an expensive fill up. So with gas averaging $5 a gallon or more, and you below half, it's going to cost you more to fill up than it would to top off. Now keep in mind, when you top off your gas tank and you hear that gas pump click once, just do a couple of clicks. That's it. Don't keep clicking that gas pump. Once it stops, just let it click twice. You keep pressing it, and the reason being is if you got a newer car and you keep pressing it, clicking that gas pump, a lot of these cars, newer cars, are equipped with an evap canister. You can mess up that evap canister. You don't want to do that because you'll cause some damage. Proper maintenance. You want to keep your air filter clean. So if you got a dirty air filter, change it out. Spark plugs. You probably can't see it, but having a good tune-up on your engine will help it maintain and run the most efficient way it can. I got high performance spark plugs on here, as you can see. They work pretty well. These are called Precision Lab. I bought these a few years ago. But yeah, basic engine maintenance. Use synthetic oil as well. That'll help you with your gas mileage, help you consume some fuel. You will burn less gas. You probably get maybe 2-3% better fuel economy by using synthetic oil. Doesn't matter what car you have. Use synthetic oil. That'll also help with your fuel consumption. Keep your air filter changed, vice versa. You also want to keep the proper amount of tire pressure in all 4 of your tires. Just like that. This also help with your fuel economy. So if you're driving around and one of your tires is more flatter than the other one, it's going to create a drag on your vehicle. It's going to have to make it work just a tad bit harder than what it should work. And that's how you lose some of your fuel consumption. You don't want that. So here's a sample on how you can check your tire pressure in the mount. So in your driver's door, this will tell you your tire pressure. So have the correct tire pressure in your tires. This will also help you with fuel consumption as well. So as we in the back of the trunk, you want to remove any excess weight from the trunk of your vehicle. All these sweaters and stuff like that, that box, I really don't need all this stuff in here. So to save better gas, you want to remove some of this stuff. And I know some females that own a car, they like to keep a lot of shoes in their car for whatever reason, I don't know. But all those shoes you got in your car, 20 pairs, whatever, that adds weight to your vehicle. So your vehicle has to work harder, and you're going to use more gas because your vehicle has to work harder. You don't want that. So you want to remove any excess weight. I'm going to clean this up. Of course, you also want to limit the amount of trips you take. Here's why I say this. So say you got to take your mom to a doctor's appointment, and at that same day, you planned a day with your girl or with your wife, and y'all want to go out and get something to eat before you have to go in and work a terrible afternoon shift at 4 o'clock. You want to try to limit multiple trips. So say you take your mom to a doctor's appointment, drop her off at the house, go get your girl after that, rather than just going home and change. Get your girl directly after you leave your mom's house, then go eat, and then you go to work. So you're doing this all in one trip, and you limiting the amount of trips you make. That'll help you save gas as well. Also, keep in mind, if a buddy of yours asks you for a ride and it's out of a 10-mile radius and the only thing he want to give you is $2 or $5, tell him no, because that $2, it ain't gonna do nothing for your tank at all. That's not even a drop of gas. That's fumes right there. So tell him no if he offered you $2 to take him somewhere that's 10 miles and he only want to offer you $2. Forget about it. It ain't happening. So as you accelerate from the red light, you want to lightly press on the gas pedal. Ease your way to the speed limit. The speed limit's 40 or 45 or 50. Don't be in a hurry to get up there. Just slowly, gradually accelerate. Ease your way up to the speed limit. Use your overdrive gear as your car goes through the gears, and that'll help you save some fuel. The less energy it takes to get up to the speed limit, the less gas you're gonna burn, and this will help you also with your fuel consumption. So in other words, drive as if a 90-year-old lady is in your car. Keep those RPMs down, depending on what type of vehicle you drive. Just like that. Speed limit's 25. I'm keeping my RPMs down as low as possible. It helps save fuel. But what if it's a hot day and 90 degrees outside, like a day today, and you want to use your AC? That's fine, because they recommend you using your AC while you're on the highway. At 60 miles an hour running your AC, they say that's probably where you can get your better fuel consumption while running your AC. Now, keep in mind, when you're in stop and go traffic and you have your AC going, you're going to burn more gas, so keep that in mind. Also, if it's not as hot as it is outside and you can bear the heat, or if it's not super hot, you can roll your windows down when you're doing city driving. But keep in mind, when you're on the freeway, you want to have your windows up, because if you have your windows down and the AC off, you're actually going to use more gas, because with all your windows down and your AC off, it creates more of a drag on your vehicle. Versus having your windows up, it's less of a drag. You don't have the air going inside your vehicle creating a drag when you got your AC running. Also, keep in mind that this truck is 20 years old, and compared to a car that's a 2022, this truck is not the best on gas whatsoever. It's heavy. It's like a tank. I'm only averaging maybe 19 miles a gallon on the highway at 70 miles an hour and 14 in the city. But there are some better fuel efficient vehicles out there on the road, and that's going to lead me to the last tip. So my last tip is, if you have a wife or a girlfriend, and say you driving a gas guzzling V8 and your wife drives a gas saver and she's getting 40 miles a gallon, and she tells you, oh, I need you to run to the store to get something, and the store is probably like 3 or 4 miles away, drive her car. Okay, here's why I say this. The short trips in a vehicle getting 40 miles a gallon is not going to hurt that. It's not going to hurt that car ever. It's like a sipping gas. So drive your wife or your girlfriend's car, burn their gas up if they decide to have you go out at the last minute to get some stuff after you just got off of a 12-hour shift, and you park your gas burning V8, and she be like, well, honey, I need you to go to the store to get me some pads, or I need you to get some food. I don't feel like cooking today. Drive her car, burn her gas out. It's cheaper to fill up her tank than it is to fill up your gas burning V8. If anything, she probably wouldn't even notice you driven her car 2 or 3 miles, because she barely pays attention to her gas tank whatsoever. I know that sounds kind of messed up. I know some women are going to get kind of offended by that, or they might even laugh at it. I'm just trying to make this as a joke. But yeah, if you got another car and your wife got a car that's good on gas, you might want to consider driving her car a little bit more if you go out running your errands, and just keep the gas guzzling V8 at home. Also, you want to avoid unnecessary idling, just like I am. I'm parked in the drive-thru and this drive-thru is long. It takes forever with my food. Shut that crap off, okay? This doesn't apply with newer cars with all the stop. I don't have all the stop technology on this gas burning V8, but I shut my engine off, and this is how you save gas. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. If you want a more in-depth details about this, feel free to comment below in the comment section. Let me know any other more tips you want to save gas. I'm gonna end this video and I'm out.